Let the fight begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to It's Real to Us, the Wrestling Podcast. What's going on, you guys? Get on in here and sit down for the latest and greatest episode of It's Real to Us, the Wrestling Podcast. I am Anthony the Mark, joined alongside Tony the Father.
WrestleMania week, I am excited.
And of course, Tiny Mike.
Mikey boy.
So as Tony just said, it is WrestleMania week. It is also Easter, so happy Easter to anyone who celebrates it. And we are going to be going over everything that you need to know heading into the biggest show of the year. But before we do that, as a quick reminder, you can find us on X, Instagram, and TikTok at It's Real to Us. And over on YouTube, we are at It's Real to Us 1. So with that being said, it is now time for our WrestleMania preview and predictions.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so with WrestleMania being the biggest show of the year, we have to start with the main events, and it only makes sense, right, that we start with the first main event, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins versus The Rock and Roman Reigns in what is being deemed or dubbed the biggest tag team match in WrestleMania history. So, Tony, do you agree with that?
I don't know if it's the biggest tag team match in WrestleMania history because there's no belt on the line, but it is absolutely one of the biggest matches. You know, you got the Bloodline, you got Rock, you got the Cousins, you got Cody, you got his troops, he's got Seth. Is it going to be Stone Cold? Is John Cena going to be there? We don't know. But at the end of the day, this is going to be a fantastic way to kick off WrestleMania, and this will set up the Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes match Sunday night.
I want Samoan shenanigans. I want the Bloodline to win and go into Bloodline rules. I don't get it. Doesn't make sense for the good guys to, aha, we got you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
What Michael's referring to is the match, the tag team match. The winner, depending on the side, the babyfaces, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins win. There will be no Bloodline members allowed in the main event the following night. But if The Rock and Roman win, it's going to be a 7-on-1.
Even if Cody Rhodes wins or loses, you really think the Bloodline is not going to be there in some form Sunday? Come on, they lie all the time. I don't believe in Santa Claus, and I don't believe that they're going to go and say what they're going to do. So at the end of the day, Sunday night is going to be a free-for-all. I don't care who wins Saturday. And it's just the matter is how the match is going to end and who is going to take that pin, because that's something that I can't wrap my arms around. What about you, Tony Mike? You got any thoughts?
With this match, this big tag match, it's setting us up for Roman and Cody Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. And every Part 2 has to be bigger and better than the one from before. So I think we need the interference in this match to see where we can go.
The Rock. It's great having him back. He's electrifying. He's super entertaining. Is he overshadowing Roman Reigns?
Yeah, Roman Reigns is nothing right now. That's why we need the Bloodline in this match, because we're going to get to Sunday and be like, oh, yeah, Roman's a thing.
Yeah.
Forgot about him.
The Rock has overshadowed Roman the last month. And it's a shame. It's really a shame that that's happened. Besides Roman getting The Rock to acknowledge him a couple weeks ago, Rock's done what he wants. He shoots his mouth off. He does what he wants. He slaps this guy. He comes and goes.
Mama
he
Rose.
speaks for the family. He speaks for Roman Reigns always.
Right.
You know, and so I think down the road, Roman has really got to have The Rock in his crosshairs still. In the back of his head, he's got to wish this guy never fucking showed up.
No, absolutely not, Tony, to your point, because
Why?
Roman is obviously been champion for so long. This is one of, if not the biggest test he's ever had as champion. Not only does he have Cody Rhodes gunning for him, now he's got Seth Rollins, his former Shield brother. He needs the help of The Rock. Solo Sikoa has lost 34 matches in a row. Jimmy Uso fucking sucks. Paul Heyman can't do anything. He's a potato. So, he needs backup now more than ever.
Yeah, he needs the backup, but he doesn't need The Rock overshadowing him tremendously. I don't know. I think it's going to be – I can't wait to see the match, but I just think in the back of Roman's head, he's kind of got a little bit of that Rock irritation.
No. The Rock's going to come into play big time for Roman. It's going to be great. He's going to take out everybody.
Okay, so let's give our predictions for this match, then we'll move on to the main event.
Bloodline rules.
So you want to go first?
I'm taking the Samoans in the tag match.
Okay.
We need the adversity. It's Cody.
All right, so you have the heels going over with however many Samoans, Tony.
I got The Rock taking a pin Saturday night by Cody Rhodes.
I love it.
Cody Rhodes pins The Rock
Yes.
Saturday night.
Yes.
Going into the Mania, it sets up for the Cody,
Yes.
the family, everything. He puts himself way over. And I got a spin on it also. The Rock is going to have a little bit of a problem. He's going to feel that Roman caused him to get pinned.
Love that. I love everything about it, and that's what I want my prediction to be. Can I just add one thing to it?
Go ahead.
Cody is going to win the match after Mama Rhodes slaps The Rock into a crossroads. That's it.
Wow.
That's all I want to add
I'm
to the
rooting
match.
for Mama Rhodes. I hope she
Does Mama Rhodes get involved?
She has to get involved. They can't be setting this up like for
How
Mama
old is
Rhodes
his
not
mom?
to get.
How old is his mom? Is she old lady or is she?
She's not
my
a young
age?
lady. She's 76, so she's
She's
old.
76?
yeah. She looks
She's old, a lot older than me.
yeah, she is
She's an old lady.
She looks good for 76.
How do I look for my age?
You look, okay.
I'll take it.
All right, so that's what we got lined up for WrestleMania Night 1. WrestleMania Night 2, though, Michael, will start with you because you took Bloodline Rules going over in Night 1. Tony and I have Cody and Mama Rhodes helping out. So, Michael, if Bloodline Rules hangs over the main event of Night 2, what happens?
What happens? We get a bigger, faster, stronger match but compared to last year's. Last year was just a one-on-one singles match with some pianos and interference at the end. This time around, we're getting all the Samoans involved. So what's going to happen is all the Samoans are going to come out and Cody's going to be like, I have nobody. And then, boom, there's Jay, there's Seth. They're taking out Jimmy and Solo. But then there's the final boss still, The Rock. He's in his Black Adam era. He's him. He's huge. He's wearing the Versace vest.
It would be cool if he came out in some sort of like Black Adam attire.
He should. So what happens? More allies from Cody. We call up against all of The Rock's former foes. Cena from WrestleMania's, 28, 29?
Once in a lifetime turned twice in a lifetime.
He comes in to save the day. Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he's always had issues with The Rock, but The Rock takes them out. And now it's just The Rock. Cody Rhodes struggling, bleeding. The belt's on somewhere. Mama Rhodes has been taken out already. Oh, no. She's dead. Lights go black. GT comes down the ramp. It's Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel.
Oh my God.
This was all a setup for Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel is here to
He's been
stop
thinking about this
Hobbs.
for days.
Hobbs took over the Fast and Furious franchise, and Vin Diesel is here to eradicate that.
I love
So
it.
Vin Diesel comes down. Remember, you said there might be a celebrity coming out. This is the time. So at this point, Cody finally gets his hands on Robin and wins.
You got Cody winning.
After Vin Diesel starts Fast and Furious 11, yeah. What if, and this is just to piggyback off of that, Vin Diesel versus The Rock as Dominic Toretto and Luke Hobbs in a wrestling match?
You guys are going way off base here with
No,
this.
we're
Way
not.
off
No, we're
base.
not. So wait, no, even further.
No, he's right. Okay, we're done. Tony, we'll move over
Maybe
to...
Robert Downey Jr. comes out as Iron Man. He comes across and then he taps on the shoulder and there's Thor.
No, we're stealing the idea of what they do in Avengers, not the actual Avengers.
All right, let's dial it back and let's talk
Yeah,
about what might happen if it's just Cody versus Roman in Night 2.
Do you really think we go back to this? Let's say Cody and Seth win Saturday. Roman and Cody are going to fight heads up. No one's going to interfere. You really think that's going to happen? I don't. At the end of the day, you're going to see Jimmy, you're going to see Solo, and you're going to see The Rock. And I think then you're going to see the other side with Seth, with John Cena, with Stone Cold to make it a whole
Jeez.
big affair.
Oh, so you took the fast finale gimmick and just ran with it.
No, but I got no Vin Diesel in there.
Why not?
But I think at the end of the day, Cody's going to beat Roman Reigns. He's going to take the title. He's going to finish the story. But I got the twist where I think The Rock is going to cause Roman to possibly lose the title. Some way, somehow, I think this is going to set up the next big thing, Roman versus Rock for the head of the family. That's what I think is going to happen. But I think at the end of the day, Cody's going to defeat Roman, take the title, finish the story, make his mother proud, his dad up in heaven proud, make everybody proud except that fucking cue ball Vin Diesel.
I agree again, Tony, completely. And once again,
Wow, we're on the same page.
Yeah, you and I,
shoot us right
we're
here,
locked
right here,
in.
right here,
I'm just, there's one slight difference. I think Cody Rhodes is going to go over. I think he's going to finish the story. It's what I want to see. And going back to what I want this to be a clean match right down the middle. I'm hoping that bloodline rules aren't in effect and Cody just beats Roman clean, because Roman has not had a clean match in the longest time. It's what his title reign in the last year has been defined around. So it should end with a decisive, clean victory. One-on-one, Cody's the better man. I also think that there's a lot of room to grow with this new bloodline. I'd like to see The Rock with Roman for a while. Maybe we get Rock challenging Cody for the title next as a part of the bloodline, and that starts the butting of the heads between Roman and The Rock. There's still a lot more that could happen, so that's why I want to see it kind of be dragged out a little bit.
I like both you guys' pitches. I like Anthony's better just because I think if Cody and Seth win, doesn't it just make it an auto DQ if somebody interferes in the match?
Yeah.
That's like the rules and stipulation to the first match. I mean, it's wrestling, so they could just go, we're the bad guys. But that's just lazy to go, oh, we lost. Interfere.
Yeah, I doubt they'll do it with
But
it
if
being
there's
the main event of WrestleMania.
If there's an interference, you can't have a title change. Have you ever seen Roman Reigns fight clean anybody in the last couple of years? He's
No,
always got his henchmen in. That's why I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but it's like already built in. The stipulation's there.
Yeah, the stipulation is there. So if it were to happen, a one-on-one match, wouldn't that be like electric? If
I do
nobody
like that
came
book.
out? It might be wishful thinking on my part, but hey, let's just get into it. Do we all have Cody winning or no?
I do.
Anybody taking Roman?
I kind of want Roman, that we're getting close to it.
Yeah.
Just because, like, hey, I haven't gotten enough out of Roman this build up to Mania. I don't feel like he's gonna lose that.
I think that's what they're going for. They're not
Just like
pushing
evaporate.
him as much, just so like, hey, he's gonna be gone.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns here.
He's like Homer Simpson going back in the bush.
You know, last year we all thought he was gonna lose, and he
Not
didn't.
me. I said he was gonna win last year. I will stand by that.
Would I be shocked if Roman won? No. Would I be upset? No. Either way, I'm going to be happy. But I kind of want Cody to do it. Because if Cody doesn't finish his story now, he's never finishing it. That book is going to be closed and gone. So
It doesn't feel like it's the time now with how this latest book went. It feels like it's the time for Cody Rhodes to beat the shit out of The Rock. Cody's like barely getting addressed or even caring about Roman. And Roman just, I got Dwayne.
Well, the thing is, their match, it's been built for a year. It was built last year. You're building the night one match more. That's kind of the priority that they've taken. And I think it's fine. They had CM Punk versus Seth Rollins penciled in. And if it wasn't for Punk getting hurt, we wouldn't have gotten this match. So it seems as if they're just trying to hype that main event more because the other one's already established.
Yeah, but you more so got this match because everybody didn't want The Rock versus Roman.
Yeah, it's all been a snowball effect. You can't really pinpoint.
Remember when
one
Gunther
thing.
was to fight Brock?
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
everything blew apart.
Okay, hold on. Can we acknowledge Roman Reigns, though? If this is the last week of his title reign, it's been fantastic.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, I
I know,
acknowledge
that's what
you.
I'm saying.
I
Mike, put that
acknowledge
one in
Roman
the air.
Reigns.
You want me to acknowledge Roman?
Yeah.
As my champion?
As your tribal chief and champion, yes. Thank you.
I acknowledge Roman Reigns as my tribal chief and champion. Win or lose.
All right, we're moving on, and let's talk about Seth Rollins because he is probably the most overshadowed part of the WrestleMania Night 1 main event. Speaking of which, did you guys see Roman just absolutely troll the shit out of Seth Rollins
Can you
online?
just call him a virgin?
Seth Rollins posted a photo of the WrestleMania Night 1 banner hanging at the stadium where the event's being taken place, and he just posted, "Oh, I'm so grateful. This is an amazing opportunity." And Roman responded to Seth's message with a picture of the 40-year-old virgin and Seth Rollins' face on it, and he goes like, first time there, kid." So I think that was some next level trolling by Roman, but it also kind of goes to show that Rollins is like the fourth guy here, definitively.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, he's the guy that's lost.
He's like
you
the
know.
10th guy on Mania. He's ran his course.
yeah, he absolutely has, especially because his body's just, it's not that it's given up on him or anything,
Well,
but
it's just all story.
it is all story, but it's also true. Like his back is messed up, his knee is messed up. It would be nice for him to go and get some time to, heel. He kind of feels like MJF towards the end of his run, where he was.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, his body was beat up.
Yeah,
so.
he's beat up, Seth, but you got to give Seth.
No,
You know, he's
Seth
been a
is
great champion.
Fantastic
Great
champion. Great run. Michael, I know, will disagree. Let's get on into Drew versus Seth then. Take us away.
Drew's got to take this.
Really?
I don't give a shit about the contract shit. It seems like the whole roster hasn't signed.
Yeah, right.
Like who cares? They're all fucking on the goddamn show. Like, someone's winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got, I think Drew McIntyre, regardless if he signs or not, he's such a big part of the show right now, Raw, and he's involved in everything. You see him on SmackDown, you see him on Raw. I don't care if he signs or not. He's a big part of the show. So he's probably his time, but you know what? I got a sneaky suspicion that he's just not going to close the deal. He never does.
Well, to say he never does is a bit of an exaggeration. Two-time champion. He won the Elimination Chamber.
Recently, in the last year.
That's the story they're telling right now. He's marching up the mountain. He's doing whatever he has to do to win. And this match is a big example of that, because the night before, Seth Rollins is in the main event against The Rock and Roman, where he's presumably going to get the shit kicked out of him, meaning McIntyre can just do whatever he wants to with Seth Rollins on night 2, right?
Yeah, he's just been walking into lottery tickets lately. It seems like other people get involved, and he's just like, all right, I'll pin you.
Yeah, I'll take advantage of this.
Oh, you're in a tag team match in the main event the night before? Say less.
Have you ever seen that meme of that guy behind the tree where he's just looking like this?
Yeah.
Just like
that's
Drew
what his gimmick
McIntyre
is
right
at the
now,
moment.
yeah.
And it's smart.
Just takes advantage of the opportunities in front of him.
I would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's set up now because Seth is, like you said before, he's banged up physically. He's got to fight the night before. If Drew can't win this title at WrestleMania on Sunday, let me tell you something. He's never going to win a title. If there was betting on this in Vegas, he'd probably be a 5-1 or 6-1 favorite.
That's, I think, a
That's
bit
a
out.
hu- yeah, no, I wouldn't
that's
do him
that's
that
a
big.
big. That's a big
Yeah,
difference.
What
I-
would you make the odds?
I think this is going to be one of
You
your,
would make
your
him a
closer
big
calls.
favorite?
I think it's about even money.
Because you do have to take in like the contract thing, like even though I just shat on it a minute ago, but
I
like
don't
it's
know.
hey, this guy doesn't have a contract for 2 months, and he's a heavy favorite to win the belt.
Yeah, but also to your point, Seth Rollins doesn't have a contract at later part of 2024 either. Like with Becky Lynch, she
Oh my
doesn't
God,
have a
the
contract.
family.
That's what I'm saying. So the whole contract thing might just be a work in itself. Triple H backstage is like, I got this great idea. We're just going to spread tons of rumors
They
that
might all
nobody's
be
going to sign,
signed. Yeah.
and we'll all have handshake deals under the table, and it'll
I
be
love
fun.
that.
It's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Yeah, no,
just create intrigue, and that
I
feels like
got-
he's done that.
I got to believe that Drew is signed. Did you ever see a guy and his contract expires the next day after WrestleMania get used so heavy? I don't think so.
Before we get into the predictions, let's throw the CM Punk factor into the equation. Punk was supposed to be in this match. Obviously, he's tore his tricep, and now he is going to be the special commentator. That's not all he's going to do, right?
Yeah.
How does he get involved? What do we think he does?
Oh, he's not gonna get involved. He has a blown out tricep.
I think he's going to definitely get involved.
Do you think he's going to do something like outside interference during
Well,
the match to cause the other guy to win?
One CM Punk has alluded to online that he has something special planned for Mania. I don't, that could be as simple as ring gear, but
Yeah, probably.
it seems like a missed opportunity to have him just do commentary. I think that it would be great if he got physical with both men. Like, say he goes low on Drew and like he hits a go to sleep on Seth Rollins. Maybe he could do that.
I don't think they would risk it. Maybe he grabs Drew's sword and swings at him. He could do that.
All right.
Who is going to win? Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, night 2, WrestleMania.
I am going to say Drew McIntyre wins. They get a contract situation figured out. Seth gets to heal up, and we can have a CM Punk Drew McIntyre feud, or if Seth is ready to go, maybe a triple threat feud somewhere down the line.
I actually have Drew.
You have Drew and I have Drew.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? As much as I think Seth could win, I want him to win, I think it's Drew's time.
It's a lot to wrestling 2 matches in
You gotta
2
remember-
days, and he's already banged up, and he's fighting The Rock, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre. So the odds are against Seth Rollins.
And you got to remember about Drew, his mother's dead.
Every episode. he
Every
gets it.
time.
Every
He's got
time.
a dead mother.
Adversity.
You know, his mother is dead. She's not living. She's dead. That means a lot to
If
Drew.
it means a lot for Cody to give his belt to his dead dad, it sure should mean something for Drew to his mother.
And this is about moms. We got
I like
Cody's. We got Mama Rhodes. We got Mama McIntyre.
You know who I don't see? Where's Roman's parents?
Yeah, where is Roman?
They don't seem to care about the kid
They're
from Pensacola.
unsupportive.
The point in which we start talking about
Diesel.
Drew's dead mother that spirals into Vin Diesel is the point we move on. So let's go ahead. We got a couple more matches we're going to talk about. But before we go into that, I'm going to remind everybody that we have our WrestleMania previews and predictions show part 2 coming out just a little bit later this week. So you're going to want to go ahead, subscribe. You can follow us on Instagram, X, and TikTok at It's Real to Us over on YouTube, where you're most likely watching. We are at It's Real to Us 1. And let's get on back into it.
All right, we're talking about Dominic and Escobar
Yes.
versus Rey Mysterio Jr. and Rey Mysterio III.
Okay, hold on one second. I'm going to set it up because, a lot of people don't speak idiot. Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio are going to be taking on Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Michael?
So Rey Mysterio Jr. is actually Rey Mysterio because his dad's Rey Mysterio. But in this case, Triple H is like, we're going to shove fucking Dragon Lee down the throats of you goddamn people, and he's the new Rey Mysterio. Horse shit. Carlito is right there next to him. Why are we fucking doing this?
He's getting overlooked. We need to stand up for Carlito right now.
You know what he should do? He should call up Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, and be like, this fucking Mook Ray, he just bypassed all of us and got a new guy on the biggest stage. They jump ship to Legado del Fantasma. Now we got,
I love it.
Oh, and Zelina. So we got a
So
fucking...
Ray and Dragon are all by themselves.
Oh, yeah.
LW.
You know what they fucking are? The Rey Mysterio, the underdog,
Yeah.
all by themselves. And then we have the fucking...
Legado del Fantasma with 8 people.
Yeah, the cartel. The cartel's strength is numbers. You know the cartel, right?
What you got, Tony?
Did you say mook?
Yeah, they're fucking mook.
I'm so proud right now. I've never heard you say that word.
No,
That's
no,
my
but-
word.
fun-
I'm so
fun-
proud.
Oh, look at his cheeks. They're rosy red.
I'm so happy. Yeah, it made me feel so good. He said mook. Oh, I wish that was your first word when you were a baby. I love that word. I use it all the
Oh, no,
time.
Mook, it's back.
Yeah, mook that's a key word.
Mook never left. But
Listen, I got a question. Where did this Dragon Lee come from? For the last 2 months,
Tijuana.
he was on NXT. I didn't see him any place in the last 2 months, and all of a sudden, he comes running out this week. They got no other Latinos. He was the only guy.
Carlito.
There. Yeah, well, Carlito obviously has got limitabilities with his body. He can only.
Did
move.
you see that
I
hardcore
love
match the
Carlito.
other day?
Carlito.
The other week?
it was a gimmick match.
It was a good one.
Yeah, but
He bit the apple.
I get it. So I understand that they want to showcase Dragon Lee. This is a big stage, your biggest show. He's one of your future Lucha Libres. They've wanted to make him the next Rey Mysterio, as Mike, you were referring to.
Kalisto, Lince Dorado.
I know,
Grand
but-
Metalik.
but-
They do this all the time.
But hold on one second. But none of them have gotten the opportunity to work alongside Rey Mysterio like Dragon Lee, like having a WrestleMania match with him. That could put him over in a different light amongst a lot of WWE fans. So I get what they're trying to do. I just fucking hate
You know what
Dragon
they're
Lee.
trying to do?
Didn't they put Dragon Lee over a couple months ago and put the title belt on him on NXT?
You know what this is? This is Roman Reigns in the Wells Fargo Center, Philadelphia, 2015. Shoving stars that they want down our throats over the people we want.
To me, I think it's a filler match to kill some time in WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's
I'm
all
not.
it is.
I'm not going to sit there and say, "Oh, look what's on! It's on! Oh, the LWO, they're fighting Dragon Lee! I'm not happening. It's just not."
Santos Escobar versus Rey Mysterio.
Thank you.
Ray versus Dominic. Maybe not you, Michael. I would have preferred to have seen that. LWO, LDF, Legado del Fantasma, Warfare. A giant tag team match would have been better.
War Games.
That would have been fantastic.
Right? That would have been something.
William Regal shows
You
up.
could get like Mexican flags in the corners.
So I think that this is just the wrong match, and it's a missed opportunity, but it's on the card. Who do we think wins? Let's give our...
The winner of this match, the cartel title, will go to Rey Mysterio's side.
Side?
Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee will win this match.
Nice job, Tony. You can read the paper in front of you.
Thank you.
I think he's right.
Thank
I think
you.
Dragon Lee's gonna take it. He's getting what's the word to like give somebody
Pushed.
something?
Pushed.
Bequeathed. I think bequeathed is the
Bequeathed?
word.
That's not a word.
Yeah, it is.
Bequeathed?
Bestowed.
Bequeathed,
Bequeathed, bestowed.
He's having the LWO
He's bequeathing his
bestowed
face.
upon
I
himself.
think backstage they've done a little talking and they're like, all right, he's the guy.
I got Santos and I got Dominic winning. I just think that they need the heat. Nobody fucking gives a shit about Dragon Lee. The experiment hasn't worked.
Horrible music.
Horrible music, and he's showing up 2 weeks before WrestleMania, and he was like a big, like, shocking, the newest member of the LWO. Nobody cares. Like, I like Santos. I think he's got a good thing going. Let's get a giant Legado del Fantasma stable going. Dominic is just great at heat, and he could use a win on WrestleMania, although it would be kind of fun if Dominic had, like, the longest losing streak at WrestleMania. But I think that the heel should take this.
I would keep him losing.
Set me up again. I'm going to do mine again. Who do you think is going to win? I got it down.
I'm just going to keep this as is.
No, but just do this. You ask me.
No. This whole part is going in the podcast.
No, but go, Tony, who do you think is going to win?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, but you got to set it up.
Well,
No,
he's
it's set
telling
up.
you.
This isn't going to be a clip, but this is going to be
2
the
words.
podcast.
Who cares?
Okay, so let's shift gears and let's talk about the Intercontinental Championship match, which might be one of the biggest David versus Goliath showdowns we've seen in some times. Gunther, historic Intercontinental Champion, taking on the ultimate underdog, Sami Zayn. Does Zayn have any type of a chance here? Tony, we'll start with you.
If Sami Zayn ever won this match, it would be probably one of the biggest. No, I'm not going to say probably. It would be the biggest upset in the history of WWE wrestling. I cannot see Sami Zayn taking the title off of Gunther. I don't care if Gunther comes in there with his leg broke, he's got one hand, and his eye is shut. He still should beat Sami Zayn. I can't see it happening. And me personally, I love Gunther. I don't want to see Sami win a title off of Gunther. He doesn't deserve it. What's Sami's records this year so far? He's about 6-30. I think Gunther wins this match. I think Gunther's going to take the match lightly, and it might get a little close, but at the end of the day, Gunther wins, and Sami can just go bye-bye.
Didn't Cody lose to Drew?
Yeah.
Losses matter when we're chasing adversity. Does Sami have a chance? I think so, but I hope not. I could see them pulling it off. I could see a whole fucking angle where they're going like, all these champions who've been champs forever all lost on the same night. Like, I could see something like that.
Like fluky happens, like Gunther gets rolled up and everybody's stunned.
I don't know if it's that because Sami Zayn's getting booked as this underdog baby face who you could do it if you fight. Like, he's not the kind of guy who's going to win off a roll-up, I think. I don't think that fits the bill.
I think it absolutely fits the build.
He's like proud.
You think he's going to hit a haluva kick and pin him like...
He's going to hit
quick?
one, he's going to catch him, put him up, do it again.
Yeah. Gunther needs to be caught off guard when he gets pinned. He can't go down like he's down, he's knocked out. Gunther needs to be like fluky, like what's going on? That's why I think a roll up is the only way you could see Sami Zayn win.
And what really sucks about all this is Sami Zayn could be the perfect guy to take it off him. It's just how we got here that doesn't make
it's
myself or anybody else really want to see
all
it.
year.
One of the weaker builds for sure.
It's, you know what? Like, Tiny Mike, you made the point before. This was Brock and Gunther's spot. That blew apart with all that Vince McMahon crap. So Sammy's just filling this spot. You're going to see a match. I don't even think the match is going to be that long. I think they're going to put it in a spot where, okay, it's a title match. Everybody's rooting for Sami Zayn, the underdog. They get a couple of 2 counts on Gunther, almost 3. And then at the end of the day, Gunther pins him. That's that.
I think it'll be a good match, but I think I'll go predictions. Gunther, right?
Oh, yeah. I would have rather seen Gable versus Gunther. I got to be honest.
So Gable had a fantastic match with Gunther. It was the main event of Raw. Gunther made Gable's kids cry. And the story, why not just pick up where you left off with that? It writes itself. Instead, they gave us Sami Zayn. So maybe Gable gets involved, but it's missed opportunity.
What they got to do is Imperium just beats the shit out of Sami, like, before the match, and Sami's lying there dead like a cartoon. Chad, go get him. And then Chad takes off his suit,
wow.
and then everybody in the place is like, "Oh my god, we're getting
That
what
would
we
be
want!"
electric.
And then he fucking wins.
All right, so we all got Gunther. Let's see if Chad Gable gets involved. We're gonna finish up with talking about
You're so strong.
the 6-pack ladder match for the undisputed tag team championship. So, of course, we have the champions themselves, Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor. The adversaries of Regeneration X, which consists of the Awesome Truth, The Miz and R-Truth, and DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Then we have New Catch Republic, which is Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, who are now going as A-Town Down, apparently. And the final team is the New Day. So, a lot of talent. It's going to be a ladder match, going to be a lot of fun. Michael, let's start with you. What are we hoping to see?
Okay, if we're talking hoping to see, I want New Catch Republic to win this.
Okay.
And one reason only. Tyler Bate, this last week on SmackDown, when they won, you can see him realize he's going to WrestleMania unlike anybody else.
Yeah,
and
that's
for that
nice.
reason alone, Pete Dunne, yeah, he's sitting there trying to be all cruel and stuff like, yeah, I'm the man, I won the match. Tyler Bate goes full child. He's like, this is happening. He's running around. He's looking back and forth at the sign. He's going to pee. He's like, Pete, we're going. And it's like, because of that, I'm like, God, and damn it, I want those guys. I want to feel like
The
that.
pure emotion. A lot of these guys have been there before. These guys haven't, and it means that much to them.
And that's what I want. We'll discuss what I think is going to happen after Tony.
The thing I like most about this match, no matter who wins, is our truths in WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I love this. This guy is head and shoulders the last 6 months. He's made me laugh. A couple of weeks, I can't wait to see our truth, what he's going to say. So I'm so glad that the truth's in WrestleMania. Do I think him and Miz are going to win? As much as I'm rooting for them, that's the people I want to win. I don't think they're going to win. But, hey, our truth's in WrestleMania, and you got to love that.
So what I want is for the tag teams to be split. This is a perfect opportunity to have the Raw and SmackDown titles go to two different teams. We've been talking about it for months. They redesigned the World Heavyweight title. They redesigned the women's titles. They've redesigned all these titles. But for some reason, the old era of even Vince McMahon has still kind of got a little bit of a rub on those titles. Let's give two different teams, two deserving teams, their moments. One team grabs the SmackDown belt. The other team grabs the Raw belt. New Catch Republic can be champions, and the Awesome Truth can be champions.
Hey, we both win.
I like that take. So for Judgment Day to retain, they have to grab both.
Yes.
And if they grab one, they got that. If they grab none, they lose both. I like that.
So I want to dive into my prediction because it's taking both of your wants into respect. Because what I think is going to happen is this little shenanigans of red belt, blue belt. One team grabs one team grabs the other. Now, who grabs these belts? I bet you our truth gets involved at the top of the ladder with Judgment Day.
Yeah.
And our truth's going to grab the Raw titles and be like, yeah, Damian, eat that. I'm the champion. And then he comes on down, and then Damian's like, yo, Finn. And then they climb up and just grab the other belt.
Oh, that'd be pretty funny. But I don't know. It feels a little hoaxy. I think Judgment Day needs to drop the title. And this is something I should have mentioned during Drew Seth, because Damian Priest needs to be an underlying factor in the World Heavyweight Championship match.
He still has the money in the bank.
Exactly. But if you take the titles off of him, it's a little bit more of a misdirection, a red herring, if you will. So Seth Rollins, when he cashed in, did the heist of the century. He lost to Randy Orton in the same night. So I don't know. Part of me thinks that if you want Damian Priest to be that surprise, he has to lose the
Oh,
titles.
you mean for that next night he wins the belt?
Yeah, so I'm sorry.
Oh,
so,
I don't want that.
So so if Damian
Me
would have
neither.
he lose the tag team titles, then he cashes in Money in the Bank the next night.
And then he loses that, or you think he wins?
I would think he would win in that
And
situation.
he's taking the title off of Drew or for Seth? Nah, I don't like that.
Drew could win, get his moment in front of the live crowd, and just have it immediately taken away from him.
I
That
don't
so
like
could
that.
happen.
I don't think so.
It fits the bill.
It
nah,
does.
I don't think so.
I know you don't like it, but that's
I
why
don't
they
like
love it.
I just don't like it.
They do it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen to Drew. The build-up is so good. But go back to the tag match.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, can we give him predictions now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think at the end of the day, Damage Control is going to hold the title.
Yeah, Damage Control might swing both the men's Raw and tag.
I mean,
Raw-
Judgment Day. I made a mistake. I misspoke. Stroke.
Officially
Whoa.
at 1:35 p.m.
Whoa.
on March 31st, Sunday, Tony has sundown.
My prediction is that New Catch Republic is going to take the SmackDown title, and over on Raw, give me DIY. Those are four guys that Triple H loves, and he's just going to give his guys their moment because they've been working hard for it, and they deserve it.
5'8", 135 pounds.
And the final word from the father.
Thank you. Do we know in fact that they're having two titles?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you do. There's going to be two. There's going to be two ladders.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I said it.
Oh, that changes everything. So they're going to drop one of the titles then. Absolutely. They're going to retain one and they're going to drop one.
Okay, great.
So who's on SmackDown? Hold on.
No, we're done. We're moving on. You
Wait a
had
minute.
your chance.
I thought who was on first?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. It's third base.
So we're gonna pivot, naturally transition to remind everyone
What do
watching
you mean
that
transition?
you can follow us everywhere. Go ahead and go on over to X, TikTok, and Instagram. We are at It's Real to Us, and over on YouTube we are at It's Real to Us 1. This is our part 1 of our entire WrestleMania preview and prediction. Be sure to check back later in the week. Nate Diggity Dog is going to be back, and he's going to be going off about a lot of matches, specifically Logan Paul. So I wanted to end the show by talking about the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It's an annual tradition. It happens the SmackDown before WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Anybody in particular you'd like to see get that rub, so to speak?
I got a guy from NXT that I want to see win, which he's won once before, Baron Corbin. I'd love to see Corbin enter that.
The first two-time Andre the Giant
I
Memorial
think
Battle
it's
Royal
time
winner?
for Corbin to come back to the big show.
He's not, though.
I think he's going to, because I think Braun Breaker is going to come up to the big show. I think they're going to drop the titles and get both of
But
these
the
guys.
problem is they're defending the titles that Saturday, so he's not going to compete that Friday. You got to think anybody who's going to be at WrestleMania isn't going to be in that match. So
that's right. That's a good
Andrade
point.
will be in it. Shinsuke will be in it.
If you're on Stand and Deliver, I think you could be on the match.
I doubt it.
I don't
Not on
think
the it's a main card thing, really.
So-
maybe like 1 or 2 NXT guys, but nobody to that caliber.
I'll take my prediction.
Yeah.
And do want Shinsuke to win this, but I also don't want him to because I feel like he's better than this. He doesn't need the little pat on the back win.
Tell that to Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley, I think there's 2 NXT guys that come to mind that should win this match. One, he's a me guy, and that's Obafemi. Obafemi, big dude. He did, I think, you put the rock here and you throw it
You're
at
pushing him too fast.
You don't get it. He talks. He's got size. He's a young bull. He's going to be him. The guy who I think they're going to put it on and win this comes from NXT. Tag team champion with Baron Corbin. I think it's a good time to get Braun Breaker a little rub. Little young guy wins something that you can put your name on and be like, hey, he won it. It's kind of like
Corbin. I don't care. It seems like WWE doesn't care about guys wrestling Saturday and Sunday or Friday and Saturday, so I'm going to go with Corbin.
Fair enough. I don't know if this person's in the match, but I'm going to give it to Chad Gable. I think
he's in the match.
Yeah, he's had a tremendous body of work
I like
over the last year, and this is a nice opportunity to give somebody who's put a lot of work in a rub, and he's who I want.
I want a Gable Omos finish, if those are the last 2.
My God, that would be electric.
He does the little,
Gable, Omos, Bronson Reed.
Where is Omos? He's like squashed.
No, but he comes out during
Yeah,
these times.
yeah,
He's hibernating.
MVP has negotiated his contract strictly to battle royals and whenever they need him to be on a paper.
Smart. Win matches that you have an advantage in. That's a good manager.
Omos is like a hermit crab. He's underground. You don't see him.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's finish up. What are you guys going to do for the rest of the day? How are we spending Easter?
It's our grandfather's birthday, and we're in a basement shooting a podcast. We're an hour late.
That's okay. I have to do, you want to know what I have to do still today? I have to go deliver the league fee and the licenses because the 3 of us are on
A
softball team.
Yes.
And we had our first practice yesterday.
We do.
And the team didn't look bad.
I got some calluses.
Little
Or not
Little
calluses.
pros and cons of how practice went. What'd we see?
The bats were going. I think the foundation for a team is there. I just think that we're going to need to develop chemistry, and we're going to have to figure out what positions that, will support that chemistry.
Which is what my job is as the manager and the field general. I will get this team into shape. I was very surprised with some things, and I was a little, maybe down on other things. But one of the things I was surprised with is that I always knew Anthony could hit the ball, softball, far ways. Tiny Mike displays power that I've never seen before. And I got to contribute it to being in the gym. I got to contribute it to the Vin Diesel videos he's been watching. I got to contribute to a lot. But I was very, very impressed because I had Michael penciled in towards the bottom of the order. I think he's going to be the number 5 hitter. I really do.
I was penciled in for the lower part of the order.
Yeah.
I'm one of the few guys that works out. You give me 2 more weeks of training and YouTube tutorial videos, I'm going to be batting number 1.
You hear
I'm
that?
going to be pitching.
Those
Only playing
videos from
first and short.
Dominic are fucking working for him.
What do you mean from Dominic? He
I
ain't
saw
teaching
the
me
poster
shit.
you put up of Vin Diesel in your room. Whatever you're doing, it's working.
Which one? I have 3.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate
My
the
favorite's
support.
his in jorts.
We will see you
little
next time
oil
on It's Real to Us, the Wrestling Podcast.
How come no one
That's
got
the
me a?
sign-off.
How
You
come
wanna
no one
wave?
got me a chocolate Easter bunny? It's Easter. What? I didn't get nothing.